Okay, welcome to Working Group Apply. This is the meeting 2010. We are uh, February 18th. Let's get started. I forgot to throw my pen. Are we going from pending approval to
I think
backlog?
so, yeah.
Okay. Declarative manager, Kevin. What's up with
Yeah. I think there were comments and you commented and they commented and I didn't really know what to do with it after that.
Is it
So
still blocked because Jordan hasn't looked? Or did Jordan look?
Jordan looked and also Clayton said something about it and I think you responded.
Oh, I remember now. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Jordan was misreading what we're trying to do. I should talk to him.
That would be great because I read the discussion and I didn't have anything to say because I didn't know what it was about.
I think Jordan says that we should not associate the manager with the file, which I thought is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because what happens if you change the field in the file? Now you try to apply, you're gonna get tons of conflicts. But I mean, it's much more likely that you're not going to kubectl apply with the right manager than you're actually going to change the manager in the file.
You could change the name of the object in the file. That would mess it up too.
Yeah. And I would expect the manager to be set, for example, by customize.
Yeah,
So
that would
if
be
you're
my use case as well.
it's gonna be set everywhere and blah blah blah. So I don't know. I'll try to talk to him, but I wouldn't expect this to happen for 118 anyway.
No.
Should we leave it here in this category? Yeah.
Well, it's true. It's pending approval. Probably needs attention as well.
It's just not the highest priority, but okay. Let's keep it here. This PR, thank you, Kevin, for bringing this to my attention. I've started reviewing it. So this is getting some attention, and I'm gonna keep looking at it.
Wait, what is it? I think that's not me. I just added the card.
No, I know, but still, thank you.
Okay.
Because yeah, it's quite important, and we need to look at it. I'm trying to get some time to look at it. Okay, that's all we have pending approval. I wish this was true. Topology. We're gonna go quickly because I don't know all the details. We're up document, map, and list merging behavior. I think this is the umbrella issue for these. Nope, not at all.
Yeah, there's one issue with a lot of tasks in it, and I never find it.
Did I open the same thing?
Yeah,
that's the one. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know exactly the status of that. I know we've done a lot of progress. I'd be surprised if this is not merged, for example. Okay, it's not merged. Okay, but Maria is definitely looking at it. Lots of discussions going on. Okay. I think this is fixed. Okay, we'll look at it later. But we're still working on it. It's not necessarily super tied to the release anyway. It's a lot of documentation and stuff. Make sure that we convert the OpenAPI map tab into apply schema.
Yeah, we definitely don't do that now. I looked at it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I'm thinking this will be done by the PR I have that automatically converts that converts directly from the CRD validation into the SMP schema.
What about built-in types?
Built-in types I don't think any of them use map type right now, but we will need to fix it.
Yeah, because they
You know,
might want to do it. Yeah, I see. Update cap to explain Kubernetes list. And that's sort of part of the, I'm hoping this is part of the umbrella issue anyways. I'm gonna add a note. Okay, apply has only YAML in the patch type. People don't necessarily. This goes with, are you, oh, it's Jenny. Are you actually actively working on this? That seems super related to the client thing discussion we had in the API machinery meeting last time. Like one of the big problem we have today is that people don't know how to use apply programmatically. And so they're like, hey, YAML, what am I supposed to do?
So didn't we decide on using unstructured or, yeah, unstructured?
Julian would know more about what we decided because I flushed my memory.
Yeah, I don't think we decided anything. We said YAML, people should use YAML, but I didn't even know, I forgot about the JSON part.
Yeah, I don't know if we specifically talked about it, but yeah, maybe we should do. We haven't need JSON for the other types. Like we don't have YAML and JSON.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We should think about it.
Send JSON to the YAML endpoint though.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but it's not obvious to people. And I'm curious if we have, in general, like when I do a post on an object, do I have YAML and JSON endpoints? Like if I want to create a config map?
Yes, there's a YAML and a JSON endpoint.
So I'm assuming we should do the same thing. Because I mean, we could use the same argument and say if you want.
Patches, so other patch types have only JSON.
Because they have their JSON patch or JSON merge patch, so they have to be JSON.
I mean, they could be, yeah, but it wouldn't be.
Yeah, if they look like JSON though. They have to be JSON actually. But anyways, okay. So apply as I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna rename that into
We can create a new content type.
I mean, it should end up being the same thing, even if maybe we use the JSON marshaller actually, but because there are some slight nuances between JSON and YAML that I hate these. Anyway, apply status wiping. Kevin, I do have an email in my inbox saying I should talk to Daniel about it.
Okay.
I feel like if I want to bug Daniel with things right now, I have more important things to bug him about.
Yeah, so the removal thing is.
Oh wait, no, it's another thing.
That's
I'm thinking about these.
Yeah, the status header section. I don't think it's that important. It would solve some problems, but
yeah, exactly. This is an actual issue. Okay. Yeah, you have a cap, and we're trying to discuss the cap, and we don't know exactly. Daniel never actually answered to make comment, and so we don't know what he thinks.
Yeah, I changed the cap so it matches mostly your comment, and now he has to comment again, and we'll see, or you discuss it offline. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, it's not super important, so I don't want to bug him with it right now. So what about this one, the status wiping?
Yeah, that was the one we discussed. The removal, yeah. Well, not this one. That's old parent one, but the remove stuff is gave me a hard time on Sunday.
It's hard to capture the actual reason why it's here in this. I wish I could sort of add a note to that.
Yeah, I think you can create a node and link issues in them, and then it's like the reference, the references.
Yeah, because I can see the actual discussion, and I would like to. I don't want to see the actual discussion anywhere.
Yeah, wait. If you further down, I don't know. So
Okay, but
the actual one is.
Yeah, it's blocked by the thing below it, by these.
Yeah. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
So I looked at the pruning, and after making adding only one remove method, so unifying them, and
I don't know
pruning
what
still does.
28 days ago. That's not what you're doing.
Okay, but I pushed
so
it yesterday. Okay, yeah. Aside from that, pruning only pruned list and map items. Now it prunes also prunes non-list and map items, which worked before, which doesn't work now because the map items get the non-map items, leaves get seen as removed, and applies it. Oh yeah, you removed stuff and unapplies it.
Yeah.
So,
I see what you're saying. So now we need to fix the prune method. How is it called?
prune, yeah, but
Yeah.
so
now we
from
need to
per
fix prune.
definition, it's right. So my question was, is apply doing the right thing by setting something as removed because it's not there?
So can you send your code along
Yeah.
with maybe the broken test with a comment, explaining what you expect and what you actually get? Leave the test broken, so it's very easy to find them, and so we know what you expect also. And maybe comment with a question like you did before. I remember we did that before. So Jenny and I, we can look at it and see if it makes sense, or at least we have a way to communicate and talk about it.
Yeah, I was sure I pushed it, but I somehow didn't. So
yeah, or maybe you pushed it somewhere else. Anyways.
Yeah, I pushed everything relevant before killing my hard drive, so it's on my backup, but I have to see where it went.
Okay. Yeah. And yeah, Jenny and I will look at it and see if it makes sense. And maybe we should later improve the code. Yeah, did you see my comment about temporary variables? Because when we have like difference of intersection of merged with blah blah blah, it becomes quickly very hard to understand what the intent is.
I used temporal variables locally to figure it out at some point, but I wasn't sure if I should push it because I thought maybe that there's a reason for it to be cleaner, or didn't want to blow the PR.
Yeah, no, I understand. I'm curious if we can fix the code in prune without changing remove. Like if we wanted to split this into two PRs, could we actually change prune without having the new remove and then insert the new remove?
With the new remove, I'm not sure we can fix pruning without making it overly complex.
Okay.
Because prune still does what prune should do. It just does it for every field and not only list and map items.
Yeah, but so probably there is going to be somewhere we're going to say only prune items and this and that, right? And so we could already be doing that in the prune code, even if remove doesn't do the bad thing, right? Like the new thing. Anyways, okay, yeah, whatever. I mean, if it's one PR, it's one PR. But the temporary, I think, are good because the code is. And do we need to also add more commands maybe to the methods?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, anyways, it wouldn't hurt to make this code easier to understand, both the intent and how it does it.
It was funny because the add back dangling items, the line I sent, really didn't make sense on its own, but then you have to see that it changes some stuff before and oh yeah, okay, now it makes sense.
Yeah, but every time you look at it, you have to go back to this state of like, okay, what is that?
Yeah.
Okay, so anyways, yeah, let's keep doing that, Kevin, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, the status code is,
This is the same as this almost,
yeah.
right?
The one is the issue from a user, and the other is the cap.
Add apply to client go, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's much more difficult than we expected because we sort of need a new client. Is that what we said? Or do we know?
No,
We only use the unstructured client?
Yeah, it's gonna be weird to add this to the typed clients, but we wanted to make it type safe, so that was what's weird.
Kevin, you had a discussion with someone this weekend. They wanted to do something like this, right?
No, they just wanted to send an apply request without having with patch, and he didn't know how to get the REST client.
Because when I looked at it, I thought they had an actual built-in type right? Not some. But they could send the YAML. But
They mentioned they have YAML, and the question was for the dynamic client, you need a resource kind version resource, and the question was if they have to parse their YAML to find out which to create a dynamic client. Because for dynamic client, you have to do the resource, and then you get the client.
I see.
And that was the question. And he looked at kubectl, how it's being done there, and that's.
So should we change the dynamic client? What is it that we have to change the dynamic client? I'm not sure. What's very clear is that we have to make it super clear to people that they shouldn't actually deserialize the YAML into an object. Like I'm worried that some people are gonna do YAML to v1 pod to JSON, and then send the JSON to the dynamic.
No, so that I think that wasn't the point here, but that he needs the resource before he can send his YAML.
Yeah,
he already got the YAML.
Yeah.
And the dynamic client should be able to do that, I thought.
Yeah, I mean, it should be simple. If you have an object, the kind and the version are in the object. And
YAML is not an object. So
no,
yeah, but you have to partially parse it.
Object. If you have an unstructured, then everything should be already wired so that you can send the request automatically.
So then the answer for that person is to just deserialize it into the unstructured object
rather than yeah. But
Okay.
Yeah. Let's keep looking at it. It's not super clear, but it's a good use case for what we're trying to do. Like we want to figure out how the client should work, and we have someone trying to use the client. So we can use that as an exercise for fixing the problem we have.
Yeah.
This is the same as this. It's the same as status wiping these, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's where I summarized all the issues. Maybe we can reduce it, or there's references in there, so maybe that's enough.
I'm gonna at least move it next to it.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So this is supposed to be holding these somehow. Oh, that's kind of cool. I see.
Yeah, when you add links in a node, you get that.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, so we should have this as part of these.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Wait again?
Yeah, that's the original issue from Sully.
Okay, so we have 3 for this. Okay.
I'm still not 100% sure about the projects. It's hard dragging stuff around.
Yeah, well, yeah, I sort of agree. Anyways, scalability. It looks good. The numbers actually look good. When we enable though, we have a test. We have the garbage collector that is flaking a lot. So we're trying to investigate why this test is flaking. But I mean, we're super hopeful that maybe we'll be able to enable next release if we can get the test fixed.
The Go garbage collector?
No, not the Go one. The
Okay,
the
that
garbage
was
collector from the controller manager.
okay.
Oh yeah, okay. Let's
Yeah, I'm
move.
following all the emails I get about your discussions, but well, I'm trying to follow.
Good. We'll try to make sure we include you in the discussions.
Yep.
This is Maria, and I think this is an interesting task, but it doesn't have to be done now. This is client mostly. I don't know how this works in Cube Builder, but I suspect they actually use a full deserialized object rather than unstructured. So that's gonna be dangerous. We need to talk to them.
In
Oh,
the
that's
last SIG meeting, we talked about generating some kind of getters and setters.
yeah. Do you think? Yeah.
That would be type safe.
Yeah, sort of like the meta thing. Yeah.
So we would generate this for every resource,
Maybe.
probably.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the question is, how does it work for CRD and controller
But
runtime?
does it
Yeah.
make CRD clients
Yes,
for the CRs?
but with actual objects. Because when you do Cube Builder, you actually type in your types, your Go types, and then the CRD is generated for these Go types.
Okay, but it could also generate those getters and setters.
Yeah, but I think, yes, but I think today, because it has the Go type, it's mostly using the Go types anyway.
That makes sense.
Yeah, okay. I think we're mostly done. We've got a few things that are not important. And yeah, we haven't mentioned again diff and dry run. Julian, do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I think that we're almost done. We just need to add dry run to a couple of other kubectl commands, and then documentation. And then
Yeah. Thank you again, Julian, very, very much, because you're doing an amazing job on that. Yeah, I think if I had done it myself, I would have done only this quarter.
Yeah.
Let's make sure that everything works. I'm super freaked out that we're gonna miss a path and something's going to change even if it's not supposed to. I don't know. Beside the test, I don't know how we can do that though.
Yeah, I'll take a look at the test again.
Yes, and yeah, there's no way to do that. Anyways, cool. I think we're done.
One thing, as we got so many messages, do we have clear goals on what we want to do for milestone 18?
Okay, that's a good question.
I would like to get the removal stuff, so field removal ready, but I don't know how it's first PR and it's taking forever. So
yeah, I'm expecting it's gonna be easier after that, but
yeah,
I would be surprised if we get there by 118, to be honest. I feel like we need these to be in, and it needs to work. We need to fix the pruning that goes with it, and then you need to integrate that in Kubernetes, and then we need
and then all the types,
all the strategies and whatnot.
Yeah.
For the proper removal of everything, and then we need tests. And I don't think it's gonna happen because it's gonna freak out people. So they'll be super careful and they'll want to make sure everything works, and they don't want to rush that. So they're probably gonna say 119 anyways. The header is not super important. We could say we'll get that done, but I don't think it makes sense to spend time doing that. The declarative manager, I think we're going to argue too much about that.
It will take another year.
Yay. So we're getting dry run and diff like 99% sure. To GA, yeah. And the very big milestone would be to get the server-side apply on every single new object.
The create.
Yeah, every
Yeah.
new object you create would have the manage fields. For that, we have to work on this flaky test. If somebody wants to help on the flaky test, I think that might be useful. But Kevin, if I were you, I would keep working on this.
Yeah,
On this
I will.
removal, and then the status, and then the declarative manager.
Yep.
If we can get all of these in 1.19, that'd be nice. And
Yeah.
assuming that we manage to get the creation of all new objects, I think Julian would probably want to work on the transition from kubectl apply client side to server side.
Yeah, I need to follow up on that.
So, but I'm talking 1.19 right now, so
Okay. Yeah.
we have time. And then the client.
Sounds good.
We have a plan for 1.19. I think. Cool.
Yep.
See you in 2 weeks.
Yep. Bye.
Bye-bye.